How does our rate of speech affect our vocal fatigue? For millions of professionals who rely on their voice for employment, speaking at a faster than normal rate might be part of the job description. For voice research, scientists commonly create vocally demanding tasks to better understand vocal fatigue. However, there's a lack of these sorts of studies specifically examining the effects of the rate of speech on voice. The current study tested a novel vocal loading task that required participants to alter their speaking rate over the course of 45 minutes of reading. The results bring to light some interesting gender differences. The study involved 38 speakers. 20 were women, 18 were men. They all read aloud at varying speeds in a sound booth. They were prompted to rate their vocal fatigue frequently while reading. To alter their speech rate, the reading text was presented karaoke style. The slow speaking rate presented a new word approximately every half second. The medium speaking rate presented a new word approximately every 300 milliseconds, and the fast speed every 150 milliseconds. The participants' speech was recorded and analyzed. The participants' voices were significantly different depending on the speech rate. First and foremost, the vocal fatigue ratings increased with time. This relationship was significantly affected by the speaking rate, with the fast speaking rate increasing vocal fatigue quicker than the slower speech rate. Second, there were some interesting gender differences. The men spoke nearly 8% less in duration than women. In other words, despite all participants reading the same text, the male vocal cords were vibrating 8% less. Similar results regarding duration of speech have been supported by a different body of research published in 2021. Third, during the fast rate of speaking, the men were less likely to include inflection in their speech. Finally, when speaking fast, all participants spoke significantly louder, with the women participants speaking louder than men. The main result of this study found that speaking faster led to an increase in vocal fatigue. Another interesting finding is that men spoke 8% less than women, spoke with less inflection when speaking quickly, and spoke significantly softer than women. These gender differences may verify what many assume, that women tend to speak more than men, at least in our sample. This is important as increased voice use at a loud level can lead to higher incidence of vocal fatigue and subsequent voice disorders. Previous science has noted the same thing, that as a group, women have significantly higher incidence of voice disorders. This research has implications for professional voice users who are required to speak at fast rates. Regardless of gender, the study clearly indicates that these speakers are at risk for vocal fatigue, which is an occupational hazard. This is especially true if the speaker is a woman.